Good evening, guys. Happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. Well, I'm gonna try and keep today's vlog short because I don't have a lot of space on this SD card left, and I actually want to save the space for tomorrow, for hopefully the jewel haul, because we should be going there tomorrow, but also too because I don't know if I'm gonna have time between like tonight and tomorrow to get the footage off of here to be able to share with you guys that in the morning, and I don't want all the groceries sitting out all day while I'm waiting to move footage around and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm gonna try and make today's vlog short in anticipation for tomorrow. But guys, I will possibly try to maybe tomorrow when it is sunny, maybe either snap some pictures or get some type of footage of upstairs, because currently all of the walls are done upstairs. I think, I'm not entirely 100% sure, but I believe that like 99% of the walls upstairs are done. Our drywaller was here for like almost most of the day, like from, again, not super early in the morning, because actually Jack and my dad left for football practice, and then at some point he ended up coming over. I know it was still like early, but it was after my dad and Jack had left, because just me and my mom were home. We were still asleep. My dad calls me and he's like, can you guys let him in because he's outside right now so he can go work upstairs? And I was like, oh, because like I heard the dogs barking, and originally I kind of figured it was him, and then I was like, oh, but my dad's here, he'll like let him in and everything like that. And then I was like, oh, like I don't know, I heard the dogs barking, I heard the doorbell ring, but then I figured that he had either let him in or my mom had, because then my mom came in my room and was like, can you keep the dogs down because they're they were barking. And I was like, okay, yeah, like, and it woke her up, but I thought that she went to answer the door, and like I said, I was kind of out of it this morning. I didn't realize that we both then ended up going like back in our room once the dogs had gotten quiet, and he was still standing outside and still hadn't come in the house. So like I said, it was sometime in the morning. Then he was working from, like I said, it was probably, and I never like fell back asleep either, because then at that point my mom was up, so I never fell back asleep, because then too, again, he was doing work and everything like that upstairs, because again too, the dogs were sort of a little bit on edge just because somebody was in the house, and so they were just kind of like, Charlie kept whining and stuff like that, because he didn't want to be in here, he wanted to go see who was in the house, and so I never really ended up completely falling back asleep. But like I said, he was here from then until like the evening-ish time, so he was able to finish all of the walls upstairs. I told you guys how he did like my mom's office on, I think it was Thursday. Friday he ended up doing the closet area, and then today he did all the other walls, which was somewhat easier, I feel like, because there wasn't a lot of like intricate cuts and stuff like that, and not a ton of it that really had to be done. Whereas like again too, my mom's office had a lot of outlets. There was a lot of like, you know, again, it was like wall, then it was like he'd have to do like against a different wall, you know, because it was like a box. Whereas like this was pretty much the whole one wall across like the slanted sloped wall. So he still has to do the pitched part of the roof and then the flat roof on top, since the only half of the room upstairs is dormered. So that's what he still has left to do. And like I said, I think everything else is done as far as the walls and stuff like that goes. So hopefully I can get you guys something and share with you guys what it looks like right now before he finishes the whole rest of it, which he's coming back on Monday to do. I was actually not entirely anticipating like Saturday. Like originally I think he said like, oh yeah, I'll try and finish it up, and then like Saturday was gonna come, and then Sunday probably wasn't. I didn't even really expect him to be here like Saturday and or Sunday, and so that's why I was like, oh, like, you know, again, I also didn't entirely know that he was coming in the morning today to finish that up. So this was like back on Thursday maybe or something like that, I think, when he was first figuring out when he was planning on coming. And then my dad was like, oh yeah, like I think he's gonna work on Saturday and then not on Sunday. But I still didn't think that Saturday he was gonna come and work, because I don't know why you don't want to come and work on Saturday. But I think he's having somebody come on Monday to help him like do the roof, or not the roof, but the ceiling, to help hold it. And then I think they're also going to start mudding on Monday. They might finish it on Monday or finish it on Tuesday, and then they can sand possibly possibly the following day, but it might be like another day or two after that. So like at the very latest, possibly Thursday, they might be done by. So again, it depends on how long it takes to do the sealing and how long it takes to do the mudding and waiting for it to dry and then do the sanding. So again, could be pretty quick, could be a little while longer, but like I said, I'm kind of still assuming that most likely by the end of the week that they should be done up there. And then shortly after that, we're moving on flooring. So my dad has to figure out from him when he probably has available time to be able to do the flooring upstairs as well, which is awesome. So we can get moving right along with that. But as soon as he is done, like next weekend, and again, as long as he is done, everything's dry and stuff like that, we're gonna paint upstairs. Like we're gonna move right along with everything, get the paint done. Then once he finishes the floor, we can do the trim, move everything up there, and we'll be done. Hopefully, again, depending on how long the floors take, maybe within the next, again, like after next week, the following week after that, he would do the floors possibly, and then we could be done, which would be so awesome. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that, but it's very quickly becoming a almost finished room upstairs, which is so cool. Like it was just down to the studs, and now we've built it all back up. And like I said, he has, you know, built so much of the room now as well. Like it feels actually finished now that there's the, you know, the drywall up there. My mom keeps going up there and she's getting all excited too, because now that's her, you know, their new room upstairs. And so again, it's pretty cool. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna take a shower and get to bed so that I can get to Jewel, and we gotta stop at Aldi and possibly at Menards tomorrow as well. I don't know. I know my mom wants to actually go because she originally picked out the floor that she wanted, the floor color that she wanted. She might have changed her mind. So, and she threw out the samples. So now she might need to go back and get new samples or a new type of floor. I don't entirely know. But either way, we've got to figure all that out. But like I said, I will keep you guys up to date tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's though, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.